we've downsized from acreage to here and found all these problems. So we haven't got into our normal hobbies. Our hobby used to be drive around, go camping. I had a shed for the first time in my life. I don't have a shed. So I've got to reinvent that side of my life. But there's a tricycle in amongst that pile over there. And when it's finished, I want to get it out and start pedalling. And I'm going to go to a veterans drop-in centre and see what they do. And I might go and check out the men's shed and see what they do. That's about it, except for drinking carb and reading. I'm a mad reader. I used to teach English to migrants and refugees for about 15 years.
What do you like to read? What type of books do you like reading?
Oh boy, I can't really give you a limit. I've read all of Darwin's theories, so I know the teachers are doing it wrong. I like science fiction. I also like historical fiction, but sadly that's turned into a lot of Scots, bare-chested, so I've run out of them. I like reading history. I can't really pin it down. Theology. I wouldn't mind going back out towards Charleville and go to where they've got the bilbies. They do a terrific job there with that. But I'd really like to travel up through the centre and follow the dinosaur trail. Yeah, there's a lot of dinosaur relics have been found in Queensland out west that people in the city don't know about. I've seen one, I forget where it was now it's out near Longridge. I've seen the little tracks on the ground. The lava tubes in North Queensland, if you get there at the right time of year, in the bush, and it is the bush, all these camper vans and caravans turn up and they all get out and sit around and chat, and around about 6 o'clock at night they all come out of their vans done up with tuxedos, long formal dresses, and they proceed to walk down into the lava tube, and there's an orchestra down there plays music. So there's a recital, so I'd love to have seen that. I don't think I will. So as soon as all these weird stuff happens and we get the Victorians under control, I want to jump the Rattler and go to Perth. We went to Adelaide and then went up on the Garn. I love trains. Well, an opening one for you is to do the Inlander, which goes to Longridge, and there's a lot of history out there. You've got Qantas, and there's some interesting history, some of the buildings. My favourite is 100-year-old pubs. I'd find a 100-year-old pub and I'll go in and have a couple of beers, and while you're having a couple of beers, there's so much history on the wall of these old pubs, and I managed to track, it took me 15 years, but I tracked down a story I read about Australian rogues, and it hinges around a butcher that put the meat up by a halfpenny a pound, and it started the miners rioting. The police station was burnt down. They burned down the lockup. They dragged the butcher shop in the middle of the street, and that's in Charters Towers. Well, I got up there, and before I fell and broke my wrist, I tracked down the whole story where everything was.